Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new paper crafting video. It's not a card today, but it is a super cute paper lantern. These are so easy to make and a fun thing to add to your decor or like a tiered tray. They are great for stringing up, so much fun. And I made it with this die set right here from Trinity Stamps, the mini paper lantern die set. I'm also going to be using this snowflake flurry hot foil set, and I'm going to hot foil on vellum. Now this is the vellum from Trinity Stamps, and I had to point out that it comes in a pack with different colors, and the colored ones have like a really fun metallic shine to them. But I'm going to use plain white, and I wanted to make two lanterns. So I took the die and I put the edge of it off the side of the vellum so I could fit two on there, and it worked perfectly. So I have my two pieces of vellum. I'm going to work with them one at a time. I'm starting out with this silver foil. It has that iridescent finish to it. It's called Prism, and I'm going to arrange my dies on a piece of copy paper that is sized the same size as that vellum piece, kind of like a guide so I know where to lay them out onto my hot foil machine. Then I put the hot foil pretty side down and then my vellum on top of that. I want to be really careful when I'm moving this around, adding the plates and whatnot so that I don't scoot things, because if you scoot things when hot foiling, you can get like a shadow, like a double foiling. So be very slow, hold things in place like I'm holding that plate down. This is sped up, but I run this through very slowly and put my hand on the other side so it doesn't pop when it goes through, because that can move those plates around. All right, so now when I reveal this, you'll see it is not the best hot foiling that ever could be. But every foil and every paper works a little bit different. So for my second one, I'm going to use just plain silver foil. That might do better with vellum than the one with the iridescent shine to it. So I did the same exact thing I did before with that paper on my hot foil platform and arranged those plates so I knew they would fit within the boundaries of my vellum, and this one did so much better. Vellum is also a tricky paper to hot foil on, but these are going to both work fine for the inside of my lanterns. Now for the outside, I printed out some digital paper that I bought off of Etsy because I really wanted red and white striped paper for my lanterns. This is going to really go with my decor. I love candy canes. I love gingerbread man. Mostly I love Santa and the reindeer. I love traditional red and white so much. So that's why I had to have this paper, but you could do this with any pattern paper. Now I'm curving it a little bit with that Teflon crease tool. It works great for doing that. And then I'm folding back on those scored lines across the top and the bottom. And that's where I'm adding my 1/4 of an inch rip and stick tape. Now on the vellum piece, there appears to be a scored line, but you don't want to fold on that one. It's just an indicator of where to put the adhesive. So now I'm going to take my outer piece, this the lantern body, let's call it, and stick it to the inside piece. So it's going to fit across the top and the bottom exactly. And here's where it curves. So as I'm sticking it to the bottom, those bows of the lantern are being rounded. You see that? Now I want to make sure this does not come off. So I'm again using that crease tool to really press down on that adhesive before I start bending it. Now I noticed where that line was, my vellum did separate. So I just took a piece of clear wrapping tape and stuck it there so that would be reinforced and sturdy and not come apart. And now I'm kind of like encouraging this to go around in a circle, and then you're just going to adhere this end with the other end. I like to do liquid glue as well because this is, wanting to kind of pull apart from itself naturally. So I like to have all the adhesive there. I don't want it coming apart. All right, now you'll see there's kind of like a point there where it meets. We're going to fix that with this. Now this die right here, the straight piece, is great for making the handle. It also can go around the top and the bottom, although I found it to be just a smidge short. So my handle piece is the striped piece, which I decided to back with a piece of plain white cardstock just to make that handle a little bit sturdier, because when I printed out this pattern paper, I used lightweight cardstock. So that made it a little bit thicker. Now for this piece that wraps around the top and the bottom, I used some glittered fun foam from Spellbinders. Let me just tell you, I am completely obsessed with this fun foam. I've been using it on everything. They have a pack that's just red and green. It's so much fun foam. The glitter does not come off. It die cuts beautifully. Love it. There's tons of other colors too. But I got red and green specifically for some ornaments I did. You may have seen those, the woven snowflake or woven star ornaments that I did with the fun foam. I have a short video on it. I will link it for you in the description box below if you haven't seen it. Oh my gosh, so cool. The ornaments turned out amazing. All right, so you can see here, I'm wrapping it around the top. It doesn't quite meet. Now, if you're using fun foam, this has a little bit of a stretch. So had I known it wasn't going to go like all the way around, I would have tried to stretch it out a little bit. But having this wrapped around the top and the bottom actually helps bring this back into a circle shape instead of having that little point. So it is kind of crucial, and I have a way I'm going to fix that gap there. So it's not going to be super noticeable at all, but this is just so cute. Okay, so now I brought out the Santa mug die set because it has this really cute holly and berries dies in it. Not to mention that is one of my favorite die sets from Trinity Stamps right there. It makes a Santa mug, which by the way, I have a collection of Santa mugs, so love it. All right, so now I'm adding the berries and the holly with some glue dots, and those are going to stick really well. I know it's a lot of glue dots. I used a ton of glue dots on this project, but you know, it's all about good adhesion. You got to have the right adhesive for the job, right? Okay, so I'll put the other set on the other side of the handle, and then I'm bringing in some lipstick red baubles. So these are red with a little bit of a sheen to them. They're so pretty. They're kind of matte. Oh my gosh, they match the glitter fun foam really well. And I'm going to put them so they cover up that gap in the fun foam, and it hides it pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. I use the biggest bauble. Like, when else do you use those giant ones, right? They're kind of fat to be on a card, but they work perfect for these kind of 3D gifty projects, which by the way, these would make great gifts. With some candles. I'm going to show you the candles that I use. I love them right here. They are battery operated tea lights. They have a remote. They're LED, so they won't get hot. And you can pick any color you want inside of there. You can have it fade, strobe, all the things. And it came in, I think, a set of 12. So super cool. I love the red light inside of it, but the white looks awesome too. So there's my two little lanterns, and I told you I made them so they would match my decor. I have them sitting on the hearth of my fireplace. You can see my snowman there. He's so cute. And if you look at these, you really can see the snowflakes. And the fact that they didn't hot foil perfectly, not a big deal, not a deal breaker. But I absolutely love how these turned out. And I could see making them in any pattern paper that matches your decor. They would also be great strung up as like a little banner, and you could put them out for like a birthday party too. So a lot of fun choices with this mini paper lantern die set. I will have all the things I use linked for you below, so you can check that out. And I will see you all again very soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!